Yes, people, Zach here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be going through West Ham's lineup with the players we've got at the moment, seeing how we're going to line up. If we're going to go with the 4-back or the 5-back, it's looking like the 5-back, and seeing what players are going to fit this system the best, and even some of the new transfer rumours that could fit well into this system. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my little tactics board over here. Areola in net. Are we going to sign another goalkeeper? We're linked with Suzuki, so maybe back up, but I think this season number one's going to be Areola again. Gone for the 3-back. Obviously, Aguerd come back from loan, did very well at Real Sociedad. He's linked to be staying. He's not going anywhere apparently, unless we get a good offer for him. When we go out, we'll bring someone in. But at the moment, it's looking like we're not going to sign any other centre backs, and he's going to be staying, which I'm not too bad about. Before he was in a 4-back with Zuma, he struggled because he had to do all Zuma's running. Now in a 3-back, a lot more players around him. It's going to be, I think it will suit him nicely on that left side. We've got Kilman in the centre of 3. Hopefully he can do a bit better than last season. And same with Jean-Claire Todibo, who looks very promising. I think he can do really well. So to be fair, the back 3 I'm not too bad about. It's whether we've got enough depth. But I've only literally we've got one centre back on the bench, Mavropanos. That's the worry. That's why I thought we would need to bring one in for a bit of depth. Unless he wants to play someone like Caelan Casey as backup. But I think I'd rather bring someone in. It would be a bit better if we brought someone in. Moving on to the wing backs, it's a no-brainer, these two. Diouf looked good in that first game already. Wan-Bissaka as well. And the good thing about these two is they can attack and defend. So they'll be getting up and down the pitch well easy. And it opens up a lot of other options as well. I put Paqueta and James Ward-Prowse in there for now. I feel like Paqueta is going to have a great season if he can get rid of that betting allegation, if that gets cleared off. I put James Ward-Prowse in there. I'm more than happy to swap him for someone like Souček or anything like that. But the problem is Paqueta will want to get forward a lot. We need someone who's going to sit, Ward-Prowse to sit and just keep things ticking. It's just we haven't got the pace in there at all, which we still wouldn't have even if we put Souček in there. Alvarez, Potts, I'm not sure how quick he is. Anyone we put in there, our midfield is still going to be slow. That's definitely the area we need to look for. And I'll come back to that area of the pitch when I put some of the transfer rooms in and see how they can do. Jarrod Bowen out on the right, no-brainer. Folkrog on up top and Somerville out on the left. Hopefully Somerville's fit for the most of the season. That'll be really good if he can be fit. I think that definitely Folkrog up front, Bowen out on the right, Somerville on the left will be our best. So that's the formation I've gone with. It's very attacking, considering these two will probably be getting up as well. We need to try and give Paqueta a free roam, which may lead to a formation change. But on the bench, I put Callum Marshall. He's scored in pre-season, so maybe he's part of the plans. Cornet, maybe, don't know. Potts probably is. Souček, Guilherme, Alvarez, Ollie Scholes, Mavropanos, Cole Peters, George Urphy. George Urphy's injured at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be back during the season unless he gets injured again. So this is the formation I've gone with. It's a 3-4-3, 3-4-3 if you like, or a 5-2-3, depends. Of course, these two will be defending as well. One of the good things about this squad at the moment is the fact that we've got Diouf and Wan-Bissaka is that if we need to, say, I don't know, we need to go 4-back to match a team, we can just sub Aguerd off, put Souček in, back 4. Then it's more than capable of a back 4, which then we can change into a 4-3-3. Do you know what I mean? The full-backs are key to this because we're more than capable with 2 full-backs that can play both wing-back, full-back. It opens up the doors to a lot of different formations, different things. And even if Diouf's more of a wing-back, I don't know, Scholes could be coming in defensively. You know, we haven't seen much of Scholes going forward, but defensively, he was gold against Arsenal. He was good, so it opens up the doors for lots of different things. But I think we'll go with a 3-back straight away. First of all, Paqueta in there can drop in and get the ball. Folkrog the target man, and we got these two, Somerville and Bowen, the runners, as well. It's hard to know whether Alvarez will get minutes. Will he come in for maybe play instead of James Ward-Prowse very defensively? But we did see last year Lopetegui and Potter both did put Alvarez up the pitch a bit more, like a box to box almost, which I'm not a fan of. I think he's more of a defensive player, but he's got man of the match in the Gold Cup final and scored. So maybe he's got a point to prove. Maybe he gets some minutes this season, unless if he don't go anywhere, and he could be an important player. But I think Alvarez, if he's in the midfield, he needs someone with him who's going to cover ground, and we have not got that. So we've got George Urphy, who's hard to know whether he's a winger or a 10. He's in about, he's in around this area behind the striker. But I think he could be a very important player for us. Kyle Walker-Peters can do this job down here or cover for the youth. He can cover both, which is brilliant. Mavropanos the only centre-back we've got at the moment, but we are playing 3 of them. So I'd like to get one more in. Midfielders, we need a lot more midfielders. Attack, I'm not too bothered about. I've seen that we are probably getting Callum Wilson on a free transfer. So back up, I'm not minding it. We could loan Marshall out maybe again. Freddie Potts, if he's got legs, could go in there. I feel Paqueta is the main man in midfield, and we've got to build around Paqueta. So I'm leaving Paqueta in there every time because, yeah, we know how good he is on his day. I've got the players, Bowen, Wan-Bissaka, Paqueta, and we build around the rest. So they're the main ones at the moment. Now, Luis Guilherme, this is one I want to come to because he could have a breakout season here. Of course, Somerville might not be fit start of the season. Do we start Guilherme out on the left? Or do we put Paqueta out on the left and then bring someone like Souček in, which is probably more than going to happen, but I'm just scared of that midfield. It's very slow, lethargic. Do you know what I mean? I'm scared of what teams just unlocking us from there. I'd much rather Paqueta in there, Guilherme out there, because we saw how good he was. He was good in pre-season as well. One of the game we played against Grasshoppers. I know it's only Grasshoppers, but he still played all right. I watched the second half, and he played decent. So I'm not too bothered about that. If he plays or not, hopefully he can come good. He's only 18, 19 still, so he's got a good potential there. But ideally, I want Somerville, and of course, if Fulkrug's injured, anything we can easily chop and change. Luckily, we got versatile forwards. Guilherme can play left or right. Somerville, if need be, can play left and right. Bowen can play up front. We've got a lot of versatility in the squad. I'll say that the players can play in different positions. We've got Paqueta who can go out on the left. We've got Diouf and Wan-Bissaka who can play fullback if we need to change formation, etc., etc. Kyle Walker-Peters. We've got so much versatility. We just need a couple more players added to the squad, and then I think we've got a pretty decent squad. Okay, so I've added on the side here 5 players that we're linked with. Obviously, goalkeeper Suzuki, but I'm not putting him in because, yeah, he's goalie. It's not like tactical change and all that. Do you know what I mean? Tyler Morton, Liverpool, 15 million. Young, not similar to Freddie Potts in style. They're completely different players. Morton's more of a deep line playmaker. Potts is more of a ball winner. But I think he's got legs that we might want, and I think we need. But it's whether we take the risk of 15 million of him because he's not exactly Prem proven, although he has done okay. He did do okay in under 21 Euros, and yeah, talking of under 21 Euros, the star of the under 21 Euros, Harvey Elliott, and I don't know where he'd play. That's why I'm thinking it could be a formation switch. If we did have Harvey Elliott, we could, I don't know, drop Somerville for instance, and we can go 2 up front, where is Fulkrug back up here, and put in Harvey Elliott. Something like that could maybe make the difference, and then bomb these forward, and then more power to sit. Something like that maybe, with Harvey Elliott or Bowen drifting wide. That's if we got Harvey Elliott, because obviously he's a centre mid fielder, attacking midfielder. And of course we could still go to 4-back. That's still a possibility in this. We could still go to the 4-back if we need to. Of course, it's not looking the smartest 4-back in the world, but it is a 4-back. We could all go to a 4-back like that as well, if we need to, just to accommodate him. Because obviously, if we're going to spend 40 million on him, you want him to be starting. 2 centre midfielders, Douglas Luiz and Mateus Fernandes from Southampton. I think one of these we must get. I think one of them is a must get. We've got Fernandez, who's similar to Paqueta, but just got younger legs, runs about. I think he's just a younger, better suit for this or for a 5-back formation. He can cover ground, and depending who he's with, he can cover ground for them. Of course, Douglas Luiz in there as well. And then Fernandez and Douglas Luiz looks like a good midfield, to be fair, as well. Both of them can run about. Both of them good on the ball. Both of them are good technically. Yeah, and maybe pair them up. If not, if we don't get Fernandez, we only get Douglas Luiz, for instance. We can just put Paqueta back in. And the last one's Callum Wilson. He's going to be back up to Fulkrug if we get him. So both our strikers will be 32 and 33. And that's without Antonio back to sign, if he signs another contract, who's 34 or whatever he is nowadays, Antonio as well. So we've got the oldest three strikers in the league if Antonio signs a contract and Wilson signs as well. But Wilson on his day can put the ball in the back of the net. He's Danny Ings, but just a bit more athletic at his age, and he's a bit better. So I think Wilson, if it's on a free and it opens up the money to spend elsewhere in midfield, which is a must for like Douglas Luiz or Fernandez or someone, I think we've got to do that. But overall, I think the outgoings have got to be Cornet, Alvarez at a push. Cornet and Alvarez at a push have got to go. And Guido Rodriguez, I haven't even put him in there. He's not going to be playing this season. If he is, I'll be fuming. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Everything West Ham here, sometimes even just random football content. Follow my TikTok, Instagram, the lot, Twitter, and I'll see you in another video.